Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my cash, condensing and sinking funds update for the month of January. So I'm just slightly late with this. It's the 1st of February today. So I need to crack on and get this money out of the binders and into the bank, and then also tot up what I've got in all of my binders and compare it to last month. So if you do the cash stuffing method, this is what works for me. So I replace some of the money in binders with placeholders to represent what's in there, and then I can safely put the money into the bank. So here are the placeholders here. I've only got a few 200s and I haven't been able to make any more. I've had a horrible cold all week. I'm finally coming out of the other side of it. And I've had a really busy week at work as well. So yeah, I was going to do this yesterday, but I ended up not having any time. So here we are. We're going to start in my business binder where there have been some radical changes because I finally paid my tax bill on time. I was like a day or two early, I can't remember now. But I've also had to pay money for next tax year as well. So I'm just quickly going into Starling to see how much money I've got left in my pot. So bear with me a second while I get in there. Okay. Right, so let's get the business binder open and we can start here in HMRC. So tax bill has been paid. I think it was what was left on the balance was 3,650 for the last tax year. And then I've also had to pay another 3,455 for next tax year. So I have 1,295 left in the pot, which is annoying. So I might put a random £5 in there just to tot it up to 1,300, and then we'll change this out to represent what's truly in the pot, which is 1,000. It'll be 1,300. So let's put these back. So 1,300 I need. So how are you all doing? 1st of February, we finally got rid of January. What am I doing? Thank God. All right, so that's now accurate as to what's in the pot. If I just add another £5 in there. So 1,300, and then we'll see what we can take back to the bank. Okay, so we've got 51, 20 and 30. So 130, so we'll just leave the 30 in there and we'll put 100 into the bank and I'll get another 200. So I don't think my tax bill next financial year, or the one when I do my self-assessment for this last tax year, it'll be as much because, well, one, I've had a couple of breaks from my Etsy shop, and also now that I release the custom bundles every other restock, I don't make as much money on those. So my actual income in the last year has reduced in terms of what I've made on my Etsy shop. So I just think the next tax year, I won't owe as much, but I've already paid that 3,000 whatever so far. So we've got 1,430 now in this year's tax, and I'm taking 100 to the bank. I've just got an iPad in front where I'm marking down what's going to the bank. And then I'm leaving materials and packaging. Equipment, I can't condense. I don't have much in subscriptions. Yeah, and then emergency. For my business, we've got 1,250 in the bank and then another 50. So let's put 50 in the bank and get a 100 placeholder. So 50 from emergency. Okay. So we've got 1,300 now in my business emergency fund, which is brilliant. Oh no, have I broke it? I think I might have. Oh, saved. All right, so that's it for the business binder. Okay, so let's bring in the sinking funds tracker where I mark down all of the amounts in my personal binders. I don't count the business towards this. And we can compare it to last month, which was 13,469. So let's see what we get this month. I have made some purchases, so we shall see how that affects things. But we're going to start, as usual, in my essentials binder, and we're going to start with home and garden. All right, so home last month had 600, We now have 600 in the bank, 20, 40, 50, 65 and 70. So we'll just leave a 20 and we'll put 20, 30, 45 and 50 into the bank. So we'll get a 50. So 50 from home is going to the bank. So we've got 5, 6, 50, 6, 70 in home. $6.70. I've got no update on the fence or anything. I think the Kingston, the property maintenance company, I did email them a photo because I wonder if, I do think they might be responsible for it, but I don't know yet. They're going to get back to me. So I probably need to chase them up because that was like at the start of the week and it's now Saturday. So we'll see what happens. Right, next up we've got garden. We've got 200 in the bank, 10, 15 and 20 in garden. So we'll just swap them for a 20. To 20. Kingston last month had nothing as we've just started it again. So we've got 10. So we'll put a 10 in here. And then insurance last month had 250. We've now got 250 in the bank, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350. So we'll put this £100 into the bank from insurance and get a 100 placeholder. So we've got 350 now in insurance, which is brilliant. It's due in September. Okay, and then mortgage last month had 100. We've got 100 in the bank, 20, 40, 50, 65. So we'll just leave those and put £50 into the bank. So 165, just get a better 5 and a better 10. 165 is in mortgage and we're putting 50 into the bank. Lovely, so that is it for home and garden in this binder. And we'll next go to car. So car tax is 190, that'll be due around March. Car maintenance last month had 310. We've now got 300 in the bank, 20, 45 and 50. So we'll put £50 into the bank. So 350 is in car maintenance, 50 to the bank. Lovely, and we haven't started down payment yet. We'll do that when I reach 500 in car maintenance. And then finally in this binder, we've got my safety net. So buffer has 50, same as last month. Miscellaneous, I've spent this £100 and I'll tell you what I've spent it on. So I'm going to try, I've already had one box, I'm going to try HelloFresh. And what I decided to do was rather than use, like re-budget my grocery money, I'm using the miscellaneous to do just over 3 weeks worth of HelloFresh. And I'm going to figure out if it works for me, because as a single person, it's a little bit difficult, but a lot of the meals I've chosen, I'm hopefully able to like portion them out into 2 and put 1 in the freezer. So actually out of the 3 meals per box, I should get 6 meals out of it for me. So I want to see how much that would affect my groceries budget if I did HelloFresh. So I'm going to continue giving myself the £50 a week grocery money. I know that might seem a bit odd, but I just kind of want to see what the difference is. And that's why I'm using different money to trial HelloFresh until I figure out whether it works for me. I believe you can pause certain weeks because I do travel a lot. So I don't want obviously food arriving when I'm not going to be here. So I need to figure out how it works for somebody like me. So yeah, so I've used the miscellaneous money for that for the next few weeks. So we'll see how it goes. And then finally in this one, we've got my emergency fund, which has got 2,350 in the bank. And we haven't added to it this month. Lovely, so that is it for the essentials binder. Okay, so next up we'll move into my binder where we're going to start with hair and beauty. So last month hair and beauty had 120. And we've still got 120. I did spend some of this, didn't I? On eyebrow pencil and stuff like that, I think, and can't remember what else. So 120 is in Hair and Beauty. Major Beauty, we spent a lot of this. What I've done, right, is I've asked for a refund from the guy I normally go and see. There's a few reasons for it. One of them mainly is that he's moved and it's more difficult for me to get to him. So I've found somebody close by who does the facial aesthetics and does the polynucleotides. So I've got a consultation with that on Monday. So when I've got my refund from the guy, I've just kind of left it resting as credit on my credit card. So when I go and see the woman on Monday, we'll figure out if it's the same price as what I was going to pay for him and whether I need to resolve anything in this envelope. But for now, we've got 20, 35, 45 in here. So we shall get a different 5 and we'll put change this for £20. There we are. So we've got 45 left in Major Beauty. I think it's a similar price, so I don't think it'll... but I was only paying for 2 areas. I'm going to see what she says on Monday and see what she thinks. Okay, skincare last month had 220, but we did get some stuff from Elemis. So I've got 100 in the bank and then 10.25. So we'll just swap them for a 20 and get about a 5. £125 in skincare, lovely. Clothing last month had 100. We've now got 100 in the bank, 10, 20, 30. So we'll just leave it 10 and swap these for a 20. So 130 in clothing. And then looks last month had 535. We've now got 500 in the bank, 20, 35, 45 and 50. So we'll put this £50 into the bank. So 50 from Lux. And we've got 550, which is great. All right, health and wellness last month had 170. I bought glasses, didn't I? And I am about to book more yoga classes. So I'm actually going to take out 55. So we'll just say we're taking 5 out of books. Because the 6 class pass is 55. We'll swap this for, yeah, a 50. So then we've got 50, 75, 85. So we'll just swap those for a 10. Lovely. So we've got 85 in health and wellness. Book still has 50. Fun, I spent, oh wait, we're not there yet, but I know I've spent it. Social, last month had 40, I've now got 5. And then gifts still has 100. And then tech last month had 280. We've now got 250 in the bank, 270, 80, 90, 300, 5 and 10. So we'll put this £50 into the bank. And get a 100. So 310 is in tech. And we're taking 50 to the bank. And then my buffer in this binder has 50. So that is it for my binder. Okay, moving on to page 2. We're going to go to birthdays here. All right, so Bruno is spent. He's done. So we'll put him to the back. I got him a new dog bowl, which is raised off the ground, feeding bowls. Luna has 150. Narcissa has 100. And Remus has 30, which is fully funded. So Remus has 30 and Bella has nothing. So 30 going to the bank from birthdays. So we've got 250, 280 now in birthdays. Wonderful. Okay, and then next up we've got travel. So there's been some changes in here too. So let me show you what we've done. So deposit is paid, flights are paid. So I know I hadn't saved for flights, but me and my friend were talking and we were like, actually we should probably book our flights now because it's in September. So I have, and they cost me just under 1,100. So it's a bit of a, they're not straightforward flights. So I'm having on the way out, because we start in Uganda, to go from Newcastle to Charles de Gaulle and then Charles de Gaulle to Kigali. And then on the way back, we're flying out of Nairobi. So then on the way back, I'll go Nairobi to Dubai and then Dubai to Newcastle. So not straightforward, but it's still totally fine. So I spend just under 1,100 on those flights, and it means I can go from Newcastle, which is so much easier for me than, you know, fannying about going to Edinburgh or London or whatever. So that's great. So what I did was I just stole money from the Exodus balance. So flights are paid, which is great. This balance is not due until June. So I have time to like get it back up to what it was. So I just want to quickly check Starling and see now what is in here. So East Africa, Exodus has 900 in the bank. So let us just resolve that. So 900 in the bank. You might think this is stupid that I've done that when we do this, but it just keeps my head right. So 900, 50, 1,000, 51, 52, 53. So I've got 1,300 altogether in the Exodus balance, and I'm taking 400 to the bank from East Africa. So we'll keep that and we'll get our 1,000. And we'll get a 100. There we are. So 1,300 is in Exodus. Cracking. So that's good. The flights are booked. And yeah, when we looked at that itinerary that had changed, like, it's fine. We're happy with it. So that's that. And then Turkey. So flights are paid. Deposit is paid. The Exodus balance is fully funded with... Jesus, I have no idea. Total memory blank. Let me have a look. 2,300. Insurance is fully funded with 100, I believe. Yes, there it is. Sorry. And then spending money, we have 150 in the bank, 200, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500. So we'll take this 350 to the bank. So 350 from Turkey. And we've got 500 altogether, so we can put these back and get a 500. Awesome, so we're halfway there for spending money. I might, for the month of February, put money here instead of Africa, just to get this expedited as much as I can. So we've got 2,800, 2,900 is in Turkey. So my overall sinking funds total will probably go down because I've obviously spent quite a lot on flights and other things, so that's fine. And then short trips has nothing. And it doesn't have, it's not on here. Is it? Oh no, it is. That is it. Okay, that's it for travel. I'm all over the place. Okay, so next we've got savings challenges. So the primary challenge, I've been told it's not primary school, it's just primary. So I get it. Sorry, I've renamed your challenge. So last month we had 25. We've got 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 75, 85. 85. So we'll leave those and put this £50 into the bank. So 85 is in primary. So that's going up quite quickly, really. I like it, the challenge. I haven't got it written down. So 50 to the bank from primary. Okay, and then Christmas I've got written somewhere here. I still haven't made myself anything. So we've got £30 in Christmas. Oh, shit, sorry. 30. And then buffer last month had 90. So we've now got 50 in the bank, 70, 90, 100, 10, 15, 25, 35. So we'll just leave 35. And we'll put 50 in the bank. 20, 35, 45, and 50 going into the bank. So 50 going to the bank from buffer, and we've got 135 altogether in buffer. And then the trip challenge last month had nothing, we redistributed it. So we now have 20, 40, 50, 65 and 70. So we'll put £50 into the bank from here. And we have 70 altogether. Okay, and then hedge fund last month had 150. So in hedge we've got 150, 60, 75, 85, 95, 205. 205. So we'll put £50 into the bank. Don't think I've got any 200s left, have I? Oh no, I've got one. Yay! Yeah. So £50 going into the bank from hedge. And we've got 205 altogether. Okay, we haven't started that or that. £5 challenge, I don't count. I've already checked my IRA coins and I don't have enough to condense. So we've got £20 still in IRA. 50p's, I don't think. 1, 2, no, we don't have enough to condense. Yeah, so we've still got £10 and 50p. I haven't unstuffed Errol, so that is it for that binder. Okay, next up we've got Hallows. So we've got 50, 100, 20, 30, 50, 150, 165 is now in Hallows. And let's see if I can condense. I think we did another 50 envelope, didn't we? So we can take that maybe. Did we? Yes. Here we are. So 10, 20, 35, 45 and 50. We'll put this into the bank from Hallows. Lovely, so that is Hallows all done. And then finally we've got the 10k. So we've already got 2,000 in the bank, and then let's see what's in here. So we've got 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100. So we'll put 100 into the bank from the 10k. Which means we've now got 2,100 in the 10k. Lovely. Awesome, guys. All right then, so that is it for counting all of the binders. Now let's see how much it is this month. It was 13,469 last month, but I think this will have gone down. So let us check. $13,249. That's not bad. Is that right? Oh, it must be. Yeah, so we have gone down, but only by like 200 quid, really. That's great. So 13,000. 249 we have. So let's see how much is here and what should be going back to the bank. Right, so we should have £1,635 here to go back to the bank. Right, let's see if it is correct. So we've got 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 89, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,000. So we've got 1,000. And then we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 93, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 94, 10, 20, 30, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 500. So 1,500, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 600, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35. Lovely. So we've got £1,635 all ready to go back to the bank. Thank you so much for watching another cash condensing and sinking funds update. I will be back for my February #1 cash stuffing probably tomorrow. So see you then, guys. Bye.